Yo, what is up? This is Darth Dominus.
And it's your boy, Marcus Storm, the one and only get to know me homie, alright? The heartbreaking, love-making, shimmy-shaking, girl-taking son of a gun!
And I am the entity walking into the building, Darth Grim.
Darth Grim.
A.K.A. Soul King Grim.
How you doing? What's going on, sir?
Okay.
What's just going on, sir?
Yeah.
Alright, so today it's probably going to be a touchy subject for some, but today we are talking about the things that we did not like about Mace Windu.
Ouch.
Yes, it's Mr. Mace L. Jackson.
So, who wants to start this off?
I'll go first.
Alright.
One of the things I didn't like about Mace is he was a very angry person. Like he would always snap at Anakin, even though
I can tell you why, though.
I can too.
Because he was tired of these goddamn Jedi and his goddamn... I had to do it. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to do it. Because he's tired of these goddamn Jedi and his goddamn...
Yep.
Snake's not playing reference, okay.
It was only fitting. It was only right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, he was always an angry individual of how it came off. The way he treated Anakin, even though he may have had his reasons, it still kind of came off asshole-ish. And what? Say what again? What? Say what again? I dare you! I double dog dare you, mother. Yep.
Pulp Fiction reference, okay.
But if you guys get the reference, awesome. But yeah, he was just overall very angry towards Anakin, and it can come off asshole-ish a lot of the times, even if he had his reasons. What about you, Marcus Storm?
First off, 2 Samuel L. Jackson movie references, and
Less than a minute.
That's incredible. Good job.
Yeah, I mean, I noticed that myself.
My man Soul King is kind of grim, you know?
That's right, Grimmin on here.
Right. A Reaper himself. So I feel like Mace Windu, I really don't have a lot of bad things to say. I mean, he was tough on Anakin because the galaxy is tough. You know? He showed him that tough love. He was like, I'm not about to BS with you. You know, and he was like that with Anakin because he was humbling him because he knew how great Anakin actually was about to be. He was actually about to reach his level at one point.
Yes.
I really don't have a lot of negative things to say. You know, sometimes you need someone with that type of attitude just because he will humble you. You know?
Yeah.
Because honestly, if he didn't talk to you, if he didn't humble you the way he would do Anakin, he didn't like you. I mean, he did that to Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now look at him.
Yeah, they're
There are some teachers that I've had in the past that I could say the same thing about, to be honest.
Yeah.
Both high school and college, honestly.
Oh,
but one of the things that came off that I'm not even gonna say I didn't like about Mace, but something that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. His how can I put this? His arrogance.
Yeah.
In a way. And I say that because with how he handled the interrogation and failed arrest of Palpatine. And I say that because, yes, you are a Jedi Master. Yes, the people you brought along with you were Jedi Masters. But if he had been smart, instead of rushing into it, what he could have, and in my personal opinion, should have done, waited until all the council members were back from their respective missions, and then taking him in as a collective group instead of just bringing in two other Jedi Masters that just happened to be left behind.
I could see that.
And I say this because had Yoda been there when he went to arrest him, Palpatine would none of those masters would have died. Yeah. Mace would never have gotten his hand cut off and thrown out of a window, and Anakin would never have turned to the dark side.
But I mean, as I said, if we look at the psyche of Anakin,
no, I'm just referring to Mace's choices and how his choice to go in half-hearted with who instead of bringing in the whole council.
Well, he would have. I genuinely believe he would have succeeded in his job with either ending Palpatine or arresting him. Mm-hmm. The monkey wrench in the matter was Anakin. If Anakin was there, and Palpatine would have been either dead or arrested.
And I don't disagree with you on that at all. One thing I will say though, to rebuttal something that you said, majority of his anger and his arrogance comes from what he has to do to fuel his lightsaber combat.
Yeah.
Because in order to use the seventh form of lightsaber combat, you have to channel dark side energy.
Makes sense.
Which dark side energy in and of itself gets its power from negative emotions.
That is true. That is very true.
Yeah. My thing is, like, when you taught me that, that is kind of like a negative, because I'm just like, why you got so much hate in your heart, bro? I mean,
I don't disagree. But it's an interesting case because, and I'm not sure if you know this, Marcus. I just taught old Graham about this the other day. Before Anakin was born, or manifested, however you want to put it,
he was manifested from the mighty power of the Force.
I thought you were going to say Mighty Morphin Power Ranger.
I did too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did too.
He's a Purple Ranger. Why? Because he's black? Okay.
Not even gonna lie to you. I was just gonna say the same thing. But before Anakin was manifested from the Force, the prophecy of the Chosen One, people thought that Mace was the person that the prophecy was speaking about before Anakin came about.
That actually, like you saying that actually will be something if they did like a series or a movie centered around Mace.
You know what? We can go into detail about that later because that gives me an idea for our next series.
All right.
Series after we finish up with this.
Well, is there any other thoughts?
Well, personally, as I said before in our last episode, I'm a big fan of Mace Windu. It's always good to see a black brother standing up to the man.
Yeah, I agree. Though there are times where we have to look objectively at things, even our favorite characters, and say like, hey, I might like this character, but there were things about him that could have been handled better, and things about his personality that, looking at it from an objective standpoint, weren't as good as they should have been.
I agree too. Because character is everything at the end of the day.
Definitely.
And first impressions are everything too.
Yeah.
And you know,
And
can I talk about?
Sorry, go ahead.
Can I talk about the psyche of Mace Windu?
Oh, please.
We might need an origin story on this man.
Yes.
See,
Because we gotta know, because his attitude, he's very driven.
Yep.
He gets what he wants, and he makes sure because of the hard work. I definitely gotta know where this man has come from.
Yeah,
from humble beginnings.
Like, did he come from the trenches?
Exactly.
Like us?
Probably.
and you know,
Give us your gulag piece. Like, you know, I'm just
Yeah.
like, that's money. I don't know. That's, you know.
is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Because I have something I want to say before we close out.
I don't really have anything else to say when it comes to me. It's like I pretty much expressed my dislike on just a specific situation with him.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, all I have to say is like Mace is he is an awesome character. At the end of the day, he's in my top 5 of Star Wars characters. He's probably on my Mount Rushmore. I have to like go look at my Star Wars Mount Rushmore and just see who's on there. But he's definitely on my Mount Rushmore of Star Wars. Samuel Jackson is a great actor. He played that role very well.
Oh yeah. There was nobody else that could have brought that character to life.
Trust me, he's had it with these goddamn Jedi's.
Facts. If you see this, Mr. Jackson, hope you love it. This is for you.
So, one thing I want to say before we close out. I've spoken to him about this. And after this episode, we're going to take a little break, guys, from the whole character analysis and give you guys more of a discussion topic talking about where we think the Star Wars franchise as a whole can go now that the whole Skywalker saga is finished. What we want to see, what possibilities they can take inspiration from. What's up?
They should talk about Galen Merrick or The Apprentice.
That'd be sweet. Yes, indeed.
Yes, I agree. I completely I understand where you're coming from, and I do agree with you. We can talk about that on another day, though. But is there anything else?
And also another another video that like something that just came in my head that I would love to discuss all 3 of us as a collective, especially if you've seen the last 3 movies. I want to have a discussion about whether or not if Anakin, Darth Vader,
Oh God, I know where this is going.
if he was the true person of prophecy, given that Palpatine survived and Rey ended up putting him down. Rey and Ben ended up putting him down. Who was the real hero of prophecy here? You know, we should definitely talk about that.
That is actually a very interesting discussion because I have my thoughts on it, but I want to hear you guys' thoughts and you guys as well. Is there anything else that you guys think we should discuss before we head out?
No, man. As I said, thank you again for letting me on to the show.
Of course, as always, if you have any input on any of our future topics, you are more than welcome to come back and join us.
Yes, indeed.
Of course.
And all I have to say is, may the Force be with you. Peace.
Peace.